Hi everyone, with an enduro race coming up tomorrow, I decided to install one of these minimalistic chain guides, and what you see here, you see the one made by OneUp. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to take a look at it and install it on my Kona Process 111. What you get in this zipper bag is two of the top guides. You see the green and the black, the actual chain guide, and then finally you get this little bag with shims and screws. Screws are stainless steel, which is always appreciated. The claim weight for the chain guide is 35 grams, and you can see it here on the scale. It's exactly 35 grams. Taking a closer look at the chain guide and its built, it's pretty nicely done actually, and it feels rather solid even though it's a thin aluminum piece. You see here the slider allowing you to adjust between, that would be 38, this would be 36. Adjust it anywhere in between and tighten this bolt. That bolt has some Loctite on it already, which is nice to see. Up top here is where your top guide gets installed, and you have a 4mm screw. If you look here carefully, you see that little hole. Well, every shim that you can install has a matching dimple on one side and hole on the other side, and the same matching dimple can be found here on the top guide. You stack them up, you push this into place, and you tighten the bolt, and it's not going to move. So it's a pretty smart design. So aside from the little gauge and the 5 shims with the dimple, you also get this, which is a transparent shim that seems to be thinner than the rest, and obviously doesn't have the dimple or the hole. I don't know what this is for, but I'll let you know if I figure that one out. Your bike has to be equipped with the ISCG05 mounting tabs. How do you find out? If you take a ruler and measure the distance between your screws, if you have 56mm, and I do have 56mm here, that means you have ISCG05, which is the latest standard that many companies adhere to. The old standard had, I think, 48mm between the holes. And I'm going to use this with an oval chainring, so I'm looking forward to see how it fits. All you need is really a 4mm Allen key, see it here, and I'm definitely going to use some Loctite on the bolts because I always use it. Another nice thing about this minimalistic type of chain guide is that it allows you to install it without the removing the cranks. So all I have to do is just remove my old screws from here, which were just filling out the holes, nothing else. And I'm ready to install my chain guide. One thing you have to do before installing this is figuring out the length of your slider, because once installed, you won't have access to this little screw anymore. So in my case, I have 32 oval, which goes from 30 to 34. So I'm going to make sure I see 34 here in this opening and tighten up. This is 3 Nm, which is not a whole lot. The top screw is 5 Nm. A bit of Loctite glue onto the screws, and I just slide my chain guide from the back, and here it is. I have both my bolts in, but not tight, and what they say is just to try and get this horizontal, in a horizontal position. For me, that would mean pushed all the way to the back like that. You can see it here. It's not perfectly horizontal, but it's close to it. All right. Trying to figure out how many shims I need. I can't really fit this behind here, so I guess I would probably go with no shims. With the number of spacers figured out, and like I said, in my case I'm going to try without, just install this top guide. Remember to put a bit of Loctite on your screw. Again, the 4mm Allen key, and this is going to be 5 Nm of force. They even have a hashtag for this, flip the bird, meaning flip this down into position, tighten it, and you are good to go. You see here how my slider up and down is adjusted to 34. However, in the widest part of the chainring, which is here, I still have quite a bit of clearance up top. So adjusting this on 32 for an oval that is a 32 oval, will probably be just fine. Another trick being probably that if you just remove the top screw here, you can slide this out, loosen it, move it down to your 32, and slide it back into position. And you can see there's plenty of clearance here. So now with the bird adjusted, all you have to make sure is that you have enough clearance here for the chain in the extreme positions. So shift the rear all the way back to your 11 speed or to your first speed, and just make sure you're not rubbing onto the chain guide. So what did I learn about this? Fairly nicely done. Attention to detail. It's easy to install, as you can see. Gives you quite a bit of adjustment capability. Unfortunately for my particular case, because my chain line is pushed in an extra 2 millimeters, I'm rubbing heavily on the 37 and 42 tooth. Without the shims that I have here behind the chain ring, I think I would be fine. However, chances are it's going to work just fine for many of you guys. Hope you found this useful. Let me know if you have any comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the trails. Cheers!